All right, so we are here today. We're rolling up our sleeves.
Did you wash your hands?
We've washed our hands. You've washed your hands. Very important component of this process.
I've washed my hands.
We are making cinnamon rolls. We're making a whole lot of cinnamon rolls.
The cinnamon rolls or cinnamon buns?
That's interchangeable. But
Cinnamon
usually because you
pastry.
roll it, it's a roll.
We're making cinnamon rolls.
We're making cinnamon rolls. So, I'm here with Chris, Nick, I'm Manoj.
I'm Chris, that's Nick, that's
and
Manoj.
we are cooking.
He has too many Lamborghinis, you've seen it in the videos.
You know it. I got too many. I'm panning out of all that stuff, living a simple life, making cinnamon rolls for the masses. Okay, Nick is up first. Get the cream going, measure it out.
How much?
We're gonna make 4 times recipe. See if it'll fit in our mixer. So 4 times 3 is 12. We need 3 cups. And we're gonna warm that up to a little bit more than room temperature because we want the yeast to activate. I'm using a measuring cup, but you know what? I just sort of wing it. So, you know, I'm into the winging of it. We're going to use a little bit of sugar in there.
Adjusting the camera.
And now we're going to throw that into the microwave for about 2 minutes. We want to warm it up, activate our yeast. So while that's warming, we're going to measure our flour. Slave.
Oh no, here we go.
He's also my slave. He knows
Yes.
it.
When I want to be.
He is of age though, right?
He is of age.
Okay.
And
Disclosure, he is over 18.
his father condones the process.
Absolutely.
We don't do anything without consent of parents here, even though you're of age. But, you know, I'm brown and he's white, and it's a prestigious thing to have a white slave for a brown guy.
He's talking about flour.
In case
Flour.
you're offended, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's between us.
We all aim to offend. That's what we
That's
do.
right. If you're offended, you know what? You should shut it off right now. No one makes you watch it.
Yeah, and then you don't get to smell the cinnamon rolls. Buns. Roll buns.
And we
Bun
need
rolls.
12 cups?
We're going 12 cups.
12 cups? Is that a big enough bowl?
No,
Oh well.
How many you got there?
that's 4, I think.
Just keep going. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to have an opinion. You gonna let them vote too?
Yeah, I'm checking on the mix.
So I think normally you'd want sifted flour, but he's just pulling right out of the bowl.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Master didn't tell me.
Oh wow, here we go.
And we're just warming up the milk. Got to warm up the milk so that the yeast
7.
activates. 7? How many did I say?
12.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not even half full yet.
8.
Good job.
What's the rise time on this after it's mixed?
It's gonna take, because I don't do a second draw, first and second rise. I make it, I roll it, and
Do you let
rise
the oven
is-
do the work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put it in the oven. I put the oven on at 200 degrees, and then I turn it off. I put everything in, and I let it rise. It's gonna take not even 200. I just warm up the oven. You don't want it hot at all, but you want it like warm.
Gotcha.
So then I let it rise. It's gonna take almost an hour to rise before you bake it.
Jeez.
How much you got there?
That's 12.
Excellent.
That looks like 12?
That looks like 12. It'll compress because of the water, the fluid that's gonna go into it, right?
And if it doesn't, we blame Manoj. This is his
You blame
recipe.
me. It's my house. You blame me for everything. Okay. Oh, touch the outside of that. Is it warm?
It's pretty warm, yeah?
Well, it's already started to separate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So now we'll put our yeast in. Like I said, I don't really measure. I'm a strong believer in extra yeast.
Well, in some cases.
You bet.
If there's too much, maybe go check the doctor.
Okay. It looked like a lot, but you know we're making 4 times the regular recipe. So.
You're already on vacation again, eh? You're thinking about yachts?
Refrigerator. I am thinking about buying a yacht. I'm not kidding. But
And you have the size of a kayak?
Bad investment, everybody.
I know.
Yachts are one of the worst
Absolutely bad.
investments right behind private
Possibly
jets. Yeah.
I'm not known for doing wise things.
He buys Lambos, you guys. Come on.
I made money on them.
You did. You did. Not gonna lie.
Oh, I got a McLaren in the garage. I'm trying to load. Anybody want a McLaren 570S? Beautiful machine.
Insert
Check it
McLaren
out.
570S here.
Yeah, put a picture in that, baby. Need to unload it. You will not be disappointed with the 570S.
Well, it depends what you pay for it.
Yeah, well, you're going to overpay because you're buying it from me.
Do they get legal advice at this point as well?
You bet.
Okay.
You bet.
Not free though.
There's no free lunch,
No, okay.
but maybe a free cinnamon bun.
Okay. Maybe even 2.
Yeah, maybe.
One might have a bite out of it though.
Can you get us 6 eggs? Okay.
Mix.
Well, I'm just trying to get the lumps of the. What's that?
The music's too loud.
Good.
Yeah, because if YouTube picks it up, it'll.
Okay. Let's. I always break the eggs in a separate bowl in case I get shells.
Yeah.
The slave will get to work on the eggs, breaking them into the bowl. We got the recycling compost bin going. Always compost.
Yeah, be responsible.
Yeah.
I mean, cinnamon buns aren't responsibly health-wise, but
We can't
Compost
get,
right.
you know, we got to be, you know, environmentally friendly. We can buy our eggs in plastic. We can buy our everything that we consume. We buy it in plastic. Everything is wrapped in plastic, hard plastic, soft plastic. It's all plastic.
eggs are wrapped in
But
plastic.
you can't get a bag to take it home.
No.
You want a bag? You got to buy a recyclable bag, which costs you 25 cents.
So remember, being environmentally friendly, brought to you by the guy who drives Lamborghinis.
Well, someone's
Not anymore.
I sold a Lamborghini.
You did.
I have a McLaren left.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about selling the Lamborghini or selling anything, if you want it, you can buy it later.
This is true.
For all you people trying to save cash, don't buy anything stupid that you can't afford. You know, that's sort of the key to things. The key
Really, to get investment advice while you're learning how to make some awesome cinnamon rolls.
Investment advice is always available. So I just let the thing go. These eggs done?
Okay, those eggs are done.
I don't really mess with it too much. We need some butter too. So can you melt up in that same, a cup of butter?
Cup?
Yeah.
Sorry? That's a little more than that?
Yeah, you can put that in there.
The yeast is lumpy, but it's not a problem. It will all mix in eventually.
Let's see if his flour prediction was right.
Well, you got to add more fluid so that it combines.
For our audience's knowledge, he has not been drinking yet. He just always talks like this. But I did say yet.
Well, I will be drinking.
And there will be. Are we putting Bailey's in here?
No.
This is not sponsored by Bailey's.
You can put the Bailey's in, but you know what? It's not going to give you anything out of it because at the end of the day, all your alcohol is going to evaporate out. It'll give you a little bit of flavor. You're much better off taking your Bailey's and pouring it on your own cinnamon bun afterwards as you eat it.
Or you could dunk your cinnamon bun in some Bailey's.
You could dunk your cinnamon bun.
Disclosure, we are not sponsored by Bailey's, but if they want to, we can be bribed very easily.
I'm getting a little bit of spillage, but you know what? That's okay. It's because I've got one hell of a lot of dough here.
It's not
How's our
mine.
butter? Is it melted? Mostly? Just pour it in.
Was that close? Is that close to a cup?
Yeah. So it's good. I'll be fine. Pour it in slowly. Alright, keep going. don't waste anything. We scrape everything and get it out.
Normally he licks it out of the cup, but I told him not to do that on camera. No one's gonna want to eat the stuff.
When I was a kid and I used to cook with my mom, we didn't have one of these. We used our finger. It's called an ungli in Punjabi. So we took our ungli and we scraped everything out and we poured it in.
You watching this technique?
Now, that's going to mix for quite a while because we have to wait till it's smooth. And if you're going to make this much, make sure you get one of these commercial things. God help you if you have to do this by hand. So we're going to add a little more, just watch it. We're going to add more moisture as we need it. You can see the mixer is struggling. Now where's the milk? Actually, give me one more egg too. Because we don't really go by the strict recipe. We go by the feel of it and the look of it.
Yeah, a true baker or chef, they don't necessarily follow all recipes because you know what? Where you are, altitude changes things. If you're at sea level in a more damp climate, it's going to mix up differently. Right now, we live in a very arid climate. It's cold outside.
It's nice and plasticky. Good texture. You can mold into a ball. It'll be perfect for a little later. I'm gonna make sure, even though I don't follow the exact recipe, I want to make sure I got everything. So we got some warm milk, we got some yeast, we got sugar, we got eggs, we got butter, we got bread flour, and we got salt. We didn't put salt in. I don't usually bother with the salt. But I don't know what salt actually does for it.
Salt is for the contrasting flavor with all the sugar in there, as well as balancing out the rise for
Do you
those
think we should
people.
add salt?
I would, but if you don't want it,
Let's sprinkle some salt.
like I said, if this doesn't turn out right, I'm blaming you. So
That's fine.
I'm not responsible at all, ever. Not just here.
I don't take any responsibility.
Good. So
You can smell my mixer burning.
yeah, mixer's working overtime now.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to take it off. We're going to do some kneading by hand because there's lots of flour in the bottom. This is why we
For
wash
safety, we don't do this while the item's plugged in, but you know,
the hands.
We're in time crunching.
yeah, we're in a time crunch. Safety is, second priority.
Okay. So you can see the dough hook is actually clean, which is a good sign. I don't know how much flour is on the bottom, but we're going to flour our, we've already washed it, but I'm going to wash it one more time. Just rinse it off a little bit. And then we'll take a dry cloth.
Dry style.
So our will stick. Okay, now our slave will give us a little bit of flour on our board here. Very good. Very good. Dump it out.
Hey, it was almost incorporated. Look at that.
Almost. But you can see it's not quite ready. I think it has enough flour actually. I might put it back in with a little more moisture. Can you warm up another quarter cup of butter?
Yeah, this isn't quarter cup more than he originally said. There was actually a little bit deficient in the first cup, but we're just, going along as we
Mix the
go.
bowl here.
Mix a bowl.
We're gonna put it back in.
Yeah, put it back in.
That's what she said.
She didn't. She actually, asked to leave.
Well, too bad for her.
Yeah. More Baileys.
More cream. We're using cream.
Yeah. Ooh, bougie.
We spare no expense.
Well, I spared no expense because Manoj bought.
Okay, now.
Need the hook?
The hook is here.
Captain Hook?
Hmm?
Captain Hook?
That's the hook.
I think he's in Neverland.
I'm gonna throw one more egg in it too.
Here's your egg.
If I can get this thing on. Thank you very much. put the egg in. You got the butter?
Butter is warming up.
Should be a rolling pin. Here it is. This rolling pin has been in the family for literally 45 years.
How many asses has it whooped?
All of them.
Tops. God, look, the slave has got the spatula out. He's learned. He's honorary Indian, by the way. We're cheap. It's not just a stereotype. I can say that. You guys can't.
You people.
Oh yeah, you can see it's mixing much easier now.
Yeah. He had to get his, hands and fingers in there, a little bit of foreplay. Now they're officially cinnamon buns.
Everybody wants more foreplay.
There we go. Nick's too young. He doesn't understand.
I will say the moisture helps.
There you go. And if we're still on the air at this point, we're getting closer to a workable dough.
It's too firm. This is going to take a while. I've actually never made this much before.
I can tell.
I've packed out 10 cups.
10 cups. Okay.
I think it's good.
I guess 2 cup sizes make a difference.
Absolutely.
You can say about 2 inches as well.
We'll be right back.
We'll have to shorten the video when I'm trying to get these levers on.
What is it?
There we go. Okay, I think we're good. You don't know until you start. But when it comes out of the bowl clean, you know that that's a good start.
It's got a bit of shine to it.
A little bit of shine, but
much more malleable.
much more. So now I'm going to roll it out. What's on this thing? You know?
Wonder if it's some of the oil from up near the top of the hook.
Could be. It won't be. No. Okay. Slide. Start rolling. We're gonna need the space.
Do we want to clean up all these chunky things on the side?
No, we'll just incorporate.
But it's not mixed.
It won't matter. We need the flour on the table to roll it. Let's put this away.
I don't think you beat him enough. There's no fear of doing, a quick, efficient job.
I don't work out like he does. He's the one that's strong.
Manoj, did you end up going to the gym this morning after coffee?
No, because I got a call from Ratio about the car.
Yeah, he bought another car, you guys.
Taking it in for the provincial inspection. Can you see if that butter is at all pliable? Like we need to spread it.
Ooh.
I would say probably not. Want me to warm up a little bit up?
Well, we need to warm it up very little at a time because we don't want it to be liquid.
Yeah.
Or dirty.
Take a bowl from there. So we need about a cup of butter.
That'll be about half that block.
Take that small block, use that one up. A little extra butter warmer.
One of these bowls? Or?
Yeah, you pour those bowls.
Fancy bowls? How much is the butter?
Half that block. I mean, it could be liquid, couldn't it? Then you can brush it on.
No, but the thing is, if it's liquid, you put the butter down.
Oh, do you sprinkle cinnamon or do you mix it all together?
So you put the butter, then you sprinkle your brown sugar,
Okay.
and then you sprinkle your
Confectionery sugar? Or
cinnamon.
cinnamon.
So that makes kind of a layer,
Okay.
and then I take a piece of parchment, I put it on top, and then I roll it.
Roll it in. Okay.
Right? Because you want the rolls to be tight.
Yeah, you do. Back to cinnamon buns.
So this doesn't matter because it's just going to be a roll. But sometimes I will take it and I will fold it, or I'll take a piece like this.
I'd say that's probably semi-spreadable.
Yeah. Put a knife into it, see.
It doesn't make a bad idea.
No, more.
More?
Yeah. You want it just before it slumps.
Yeah, spread it.
Think cream cheese.
Fairly thin, because it is going to rise.
Maybe another 9-10 seconds.
Another 9 or 10?
What I do is I roll it and then I sort of squeeze it and make it longer. Not even not making this stuff up.
All right. Good technique.
Is this just cinnamon rolls?
Yeah. This might be going on the OnlyFans account. We'll see.
Yeah, that's better.
Is it?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
You take a spatula. That spatula over there. We can warm up more if we need to after, but it's still way too thick.
Should we cut the last 2 feet off and get it out of the way?
Maybe you cut it in half, maybe?
Yeah, and then just get that out of the way.
So you can roll it
Center
thinner?
it again. Kind of making this up as we go along because we never made this many at
You want
once.
to use this one? It's already dirty.
That's fine. So if I do... Just so we can roll it thinner. You lift it. Just slide
Do you
it.
want more flour in there?
Okay.
So you don't need to go to the gym.
Well, I still do. Old and fat.
It's the only way to be.
Unless you're Nick. Young and had metabolism.
He's about to get another ass whipping. No one gave him permission to talk.
Did someone give you permission to talk?
I didn't hear it.
Okay, now,
Nick may not be returning after the next commercial break.
Nick, let's get the butter.
This is unrelated to what we were just talking about, right?
Yep.
If you can't find the rolling pin after the commercial break and Nick's walking funny, now you know why.
Okay, just want to... Butter's kind of melted. I don't want it really like it this melted, but...
Bring it over here so the camera can hear you working it around.
Okay, we're going to spread it all out. Nice even layer. These are very healthy cinnamon buns, by the way.
Health, yeah, like they're following this channel for health advice. But if you do want to, Fit Into Lifestyle, fit.into.lifestyle will show you how to get in shape after eating these cinnamon buns. Actually, all truth, how much have you dropped this year, Manoj?
26 pounds, 27 pounds.
26 pounds, look at that. You didn't really do anything like extraordinary. You just worked out a bit, eat it clean.
I worked out quite a bit.
Well, you think about working out a bit.
I mean, I just, honestly, people that know me know why. I don't want to go into it. I haven't had much of an appetite. And if you know me, you know why.
Mm-hmm. But he's never afraid to cook for everybody else.
Unless it's quiche.
Well, you know,
Unless it's quiche?
Things like this make me extremely appreciative of my friends that have really supported me through most difficult times. And I agreed to do this because, you know what, it's therapeutic, and it's with my buddies.
This is incredibly therapeutic. For people who don't take up baking or cooking and stuff like that, he is absolutely correct. Because you don't focus on anything else. You're literally just, you know, creating something awesome. And the creation of new things is what really makes life worth living.
Open the other brown sugar. There's some scissors over there.
No.
Here.
That's tip off.
Just the tips?
You just, all you need is the tip.
All right.
So get
Couple forks.
yeah, a couple of forks. We're gonna spread some brown. Oh, we measure the brown sugar or the cinnamon. And just put it out there. Then we're gonna get a couple of forks. Spread it on sort of smoothly.
The reason we don't like to measure anything is because then we might actually have to go back and calculate how many calories are in here.
If you don't count, you never know.
That's right.
Now we have some lumps of sugar. You can mash those with your fingers. That's
I want to do it too.
important to use some fresh.
Oh yeah, don't use, if it's hard brown sugar, you'll be here forever. Don't bother.
And if you have hard brown sugar, you can just open corner of it, put it in a container with a damp paper towel, and in a week it'll all be softened.
If you want to wait a week to make your cinnamon buns.
Well, I mean, that's for your next batch.
You mean they're going to go through this many in 1 week?
I thought you're taking a bunch. I'm going to keep a few. The boy's going to take a few.
The boy?
The boy.
Wow. All right, boy.
Yeah, I'm the slave. Don't worry.
See, there's an admission. He knows who.
I'm aware. I know my work.
He knows his place in society. Well, at least in this household with me, because it's a running gag. If it wasn't a gag, clearly I wouldn't do it.
Oh, whatever. Like I said, we've already probably been canceled, so it doesn't matter. We can pretty much say anything we want at this point.
We've already what?
We've already been canceled at this point. This video is not even running anymore. It's been flagged so many times because nobody likes to have fun. They just look for problems in the world.
Okay, let's do our brown sugar.
No, it's the easier thing to do. Look for problems.
Absolutely. When you're not achieving in your life, you can just go look for problems and complain about it and hit the flag button or report button or whatever the hell you like to hit when you're not succeeding in life. I'm going to eat cinnamon buns today, and I've put in no effort at all. So do as I do, not as I say.
Actually,
I did get out of bed. I'm proud of myself. Got out of bed to go to coffee with Manoj. Proud of myself.
Morning ritual.
Morning
so,
ritual.
now,
Wow, you're actually really good with those portions.
not bad, eh?
Okay, so he has done this before for anyone who's doubting.
Now we're going to take our cinnamon. Also not going to bother measuring that.
This is the good part.
There's parchment paper in the drawer. Can you grab some? So be fairly liberal with your cinnamon. It's a cinnamon bun after all, or roll.
The only liberal part of us.
big enough to cover the whole thing.
I use way more cinnamon than any recipe would ever call for.
This is why we don't follow recipes, because recipes don't know how to have fun.
You know, one of my favorite movies is The 100-Foot Journey with Helen Mirren? It's about
Probably not Helen Keller, eh?
It's about an Indian family that finds themselves in a French village, and he opens a restaurant. So I do this so that I can just sort of compress everything down into the dough. And the reason for that is when I roll it, I want a really, really tight roll. And if there's lots of air gaps, you won't achieve that.
So when you're eating it out, it's got a nice tight fit?
Yeah.
Okay.
So parchment, nothing really sticks to it. And I'm not going to waste this parchment. I am going to reuse it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So now...
He has a lot of forgiveness to beg for with those Lambos he's been driving.
Now we're going to fold it over here. The edge. Right? And we want to do it as snug as we can, but we're going to tighten it up later on anyway. So not critical, but if you don't do your rolls tight, when you put them in your pan and they start to rise, all your filling is going to fall out and go down to the bottom of the pan instead of staying in your roll. So that's the critical component of doing it snugly.
This is the only useful, intelligent information you will hear today.
Well, usually intelligent and useful with me don't go hand in hand. So, okay, so now you see it's rolled, and I tried to make it a little more uniform. And you can do this easily. You just keep
The slave out of it.
sort of squeezing it. Make it, a little bit more uniform. And, we'll get a few more rolls out of it too.
Do you see how he puts it in there and cuts it off?
Yeah, he puts it in the... Yeah.
Cool. Manoj is all full of tricks.
Well, we're gonna... Okay, so, the other trick for this is you make it... It's not long, it's got to be wide enough. So this one can go here.
Right.
And it's got to be up to the sides, right?
Yeah.
So,
You're not doing the pinch trick they used to?
no, so you do this.
Oh, you're the one that told me. Okay.
So,
See, he's soaked the paper in water.
so now when you soak it in water,
This one is very useful. I lied. You're going to learn a few things today.
and then you put it in your pan, it actually goes in your pan.
It needs to be bigger though. Is that one gonna work?
It's okay. It'll be fine.
You can put a little bit of butter in there if we have to.
Well, the idea is so that it's got a bit of an edge at least. So you need the
It won't get
edge.
stuck in the corner when it bakes.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Beautiful.
Okay.
No thanks to Nick.
But if you didn't soak it in water, you'd have a hard time lining your pan. So it works really, really well. Just slide it down. And a little extra water
That
in your
one
dough.
might be smaller.
We're talking about a very minuscule amount.
That one put better in there now, probably.
What's that?
Yeah, I mean that one more for that one, so it's a little. This one's bigger.
This one's big enough.
Okay.
This one's plenty big. You didn't do a good job on all of them, but you did a good job on some of them, so that's all that matters. So yeah, so all you're gonna have is a little extra water in your pans. Which one is this one for?
These are the same size.
I mean, we're gonna need more pans anyway, but this is a really good hack. Called the hack? The hack for...
I hate that word.
Well, somebody hates the word, but I use it anyway.
Quality.
Quality?
Yeah.
That's overrated. The world is not equal.
No. Everybody wants an equal outcome, but they don't want to put in equal efforts.
You know, the equality thing, the people that I know that want equality are the people that are not equal at all. You know,
You mean it as in the ones who don't put in equal
I
amounts
mean,
of effort?
I'm talking about the champagne socialists who like to thump the table about fairness. It's all fair until their bottom line is personally affected.
Yeah.
Want to know about one? Message me. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah. I think we should increase the taxes in the pay categories and tax brackets just above mine, even though they're making $250,000 a year.
Can you believe that an English teacher can make more than a cardiologist when you consider how much time they actually work? Well, you know about that, you can message me too.
He is wise beyond his years.
Well,
Oh wait, you have a lot
we
of
all
years.
have personal experiences, right? So everything that we have is from our experiences in life.
Absolutely. Which of these do you want to start with?
Doesn't matter. Start loading them up. Perimeter and one in the middle.
Oh no, I'm not putting any effort in here. This can be Nick. I'm just here to be a
Wait till he's
pretty
halfway
face.
done so I can be on this side and not put my hands in
Or
front
you
of
can
the
do it
knife.
over here. I don't care.
I just don't want to put my hands in front of the knife.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust
I don't know
Manoj
if
either.
yeah. I hear he cuts things off.
Yeah, well.
Just the tip. Manoj was a moil in a former life.
So you can see it's nice and snugly rolled. That's what you want. And that's why I sort of squeeze it as well and make it a little longer afterwards.
Apparently that's the secret.
And you don't want to put them right against the edge because they're going to rise. Throw them in, we'll adjust them. There's always going to be some adjusting after the fact.
Yeah, you have to unnick a lot of things.
I'm a failure, I guess.
Not a failure, just
Not experienced enough. Not enough years.
You, my friend, are never going to be a failure.
Well, see, the problem is you're the youngest. So you're always going to be, a problem. Yeah, so until you introduce someone younger, it's going to fall on you, man. Sorry, I didn't make up the rules. I just report them.
Noted.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, any younger than you, and they're not legal. So don't introduce anyone for a couple
I
years.
got a couple years now.
Got a couple years?
I'm 20 now, right?
are you 20?
Oh, yeah, he's 20 now. Jesus.
You're an old
You
man.
can't even go to Vegas yet. What are you talking about?
21, Vegas?
21, yeah. I think so.
Space them out, they'll
I'm
rise.
gonna steal that one out. That one in there.
Yeah,
that's
you just have to sort of play with them and adjust them.
Yeah, play with them.
Everyone likes to play.
And then we're going to watch him rise next.
I'm all about the foreplay.
3 fingers and 4 play.
If you don't have foreplay, you don't have anything.
That's if you care about your partner.
Well, if you don't, then why you shouldn't be there. And just go home.
Just go home. What if you're already home?
Send her home.
Who said anything about, wow, you have to make this about genders, eh?
Yeah. Or send your partner home because I'm
There you go. It's 2023.
I'm very gay friendly.
Wow.
Very gay friendly.
I'm not gay, but I'm very friendly.
Here we go. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being gay. I have gay friends. They're welcome.
Saying you have a friend doesn't make it okay. You're not allowed to talk about it.
No,
No. Oh, wait. Nick and I are not allowed to talk about it.
I have greater latitude.
Yeah, exactly. You can get away with stuff. You can claim ignorance.
We only did 3?
Oh, wow. That's 4 pans and we're only at half.
Yep. I told you we're making a lot, didn't I? I warned you about that.
He did warn me, but as you guys know, I don't listen. I was born that way. It's a
Can we fit
defect.
One more in one of these.
Maybe in this one. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so
That one's going to be a cinnamon loaf.
it's okay. The idea is hopefully they will rise and fill this up. So I'm going to put the oven on. Okay. So I put the oven on 170, but I'm not going to let it get to 170. Okay.
You're just going to tease it at 170?
Yeah.
All right.
Now, where's the flour?
Over here.
Live!
You sprinkle a little flour there. A little more. A little more. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now we're gonna roll this one out. Just like the last one. Can you melt some more butter? Because we used up most of the butter.
Yeah.
But not like melted.
I would just
Just
follow-
soften.
I would just follow instructions.
I thought it looked perfect.
It was. It was good.
That's what I thought.
Then why are you complaining?
I'm just
He
saying.
does.
I complain all the time.
That's
my
right.
nature.
I guess it is Manoj. Should know that by now.
are you gonna roll that one in? Can we make one like a heart?
A heart?
Yeah.
How do you make a cinnamon bun like a heart?
I don't know.
We can shape it after, but it won't. When it rises, it's going to lose its form.
Like my heart.
Like many things lose their form.
There's pills you can take to fix that.
No, there isn't.
Okay. Check the butter. Check the butter. I want to liquefy it. How's it?
Oh, maybe that was a little too much.
Oops.
We probably need more than that anyways, though.
Yeah, we'll mix it with some other butter. And soften it. Okay. So once we combine this, it should be okay.
The brain was turned off there for a moment.
Where's that fork? Because if it's liquid, it won't spread. I don't know why that's funny, but
With Chris, anything liquid or wet.
liquid.
Spread.
I mean, once I roll it out and I put stuff on top of it, it's not going to
still
hold
on?
together as well.
Oh, that's the convection.
Yeah.
Someone knows when you have your temperatures, are you clarifying that it's a convection system? Because some people don't have convection ovens.
Well, I mean, if you don't have convection, you use your bake at 350. I tend to do everything on convection, also because when I bake or I do anything in the oven, I'm making a very large quantity. So I want a little more even temperatures in the oven. So if I put it on just bake, it's a little less consistent, right?
Yeah, the bottom layers
Yeah.
will heat up faster.
Okay. Nick, you got your spatula ready?
Spatula's out and ready.
Okay. Might even need more than this. I don't know. We'll see.
This
The
is a
answer
smaller
is
piece though.
always more butter.
As you can see, it's very health conscious.
I'll just eat it with my eyes closed, then it doesn't count.
You keep telling yourself that.
Mm-hmm. I actually said that with a straight face. I usually keep my eyes open when I'm eating, though.
You should always have your eyes open.
Unless you're taking one for the team.
There's paper bags for that.
I have something to say about that, but I ain't gonna say it. Because I'm already, I think, in enough trouble.
You're in enough trouble.
I am.
That's okay.
Okay, we'll get some lumps here. They're too hard.
A little bit on the hard side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put them here to soften them. Because nobody wants a lumpy, buttery cinnamon chunk, bite into a chunk of butter. Or cinnamon bun. Or do they?
I can't say I
So
know.
actually, I think it's enough butter. Once we finish with this. Oh man, stressed out. My anxiety kicks in every now and then. More than now and then. That's my earlier
We're baking
comments.
cinnamon buns. There's no time for anxiety.
Oh man, you have no idea. Well, actually, you do. You've been around me a lot, and you've been very supportive. You, your dad, so many friends. As I said earlier. Okay, good. Let's try to use up all the butter that we've got. Because we don't need to waste it. And please do not use margarine. Use butter.
Oh, what? You have to tell people that?
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought people were smarter. Wait, no, I never think people are smarter.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, people know me better than
That is
that.
so not you
Yeah.
at all. Okay, so now back to our brown sugar.
Stop calling yourself that, man. No one thought it was funny 10 years ago.
Oh, they everything thought it was fun.
You've used a kilogram of brown sugar?
Plus I had some extra.
Wow.
They're not diet. We never said they were.
No. Should we be putting up some links to some cardiac surgeons in their area?
Well, if you're a child and you're watching this video, you can contact my son, who works at the Emerge.
Shameless plug.
He's a shameless plug for my boy, who's turning 30 very soon. I'm going to go to Toronto to see him. I'm so excited about that.
Okay, just because we always talk about people who excel at life and how much effort they had to put in, Manoj, can you run through what your son's done? Like, this is impromptu completely, it started as a joke, but I actually want Manoj to talk about what his son has accomplished before the age of 30. Go ahead, rattle it off.
Well, I can, but I hope my son doesn't see this because he really hates me talking this
That's
way
because
about it.
successful people are usually very modest and humble. So go ahead, you talk about it, because
Well,
his dad should be the most,
The boy had a lot of advantages in life. He was, had the luxury of traveling the world, probably been to 65, 70 countries by now. He's turning 30. His dream when he was 7 years old, because we toured a lot of extremely poor countries. We were not going to all-inclusives and living it up that way. We were seeing the world. And we actually pulled him out of school most of January and February every year until he was in grade 12. Teachers were very supportive of us doing that. They said he's so far ahead, it doesn't matter. He did have a gift. We knew that he had a gift. So even so, he worked so incredibly hard. Stress, and even till this day, he stresses himself out so much. He became one of the youngest. Well, in his graduation year, he was the youngest at U of T Med School. He got early admission there, which he told me he would never get, and my physician friend said that he wouldn't be able to get because that doesn't happen at U of T Med School. But he got in and became, in his graduation year, the youngest pediatric emergency specialist in Canada. He's 30. He has emergency medicine. He has pediatrics. He has ultrasound specialties, and he worked extremely hard. Even though he had a gift, you have no idea how difficult a boy he was, just because of how stressed he would make himself. Not because he was interested all about the money, but when he saw the poor kids in the world and how they lived, and the poverty of the world, he decided at 7 years old that he wanted to help children. He became extremely charitable. He was president of Save the Children Foundation in Edmonton. He was working with the docs at the hospital when he was in grade 12, doing research in diabetes for children. When Dr. Chan published, he was co-author. So did a lot of amazing, amazing things. A very, of course, proud dad.
Co-author before post-secondary.
Yeah,
Incredible.
yeah. He had unbelievable drive. It's the drive. And he still does. His passion is Doctors Without Borders, and his passion is to help those that have literally nothing. And he's got a great girl in Toronto where he now lives, and I'm going to see him.
Oh yeah, you take off here right away, don't you?
Yeah. So he's turning 30, and I want to go for his birthday. And I've, as people who know me know, I've made some really big life changes financially to help him. I know lots of parents who have really insane money, but they feel their kids should cut their own teeth, which is true. But when you've accomplished and you've worked really hard and you can help your child, that's a great rewarding feeling. So my question to myself was, why have a Lamborghini in the garage when my kid has a mortgage? And he's very altruistic. And it took me literally an hour on the phone to try to convince him to let me do it. Well,
Hey, the sooner he doesn't have any bills, the sooner he's out doing what he wanted to do, which is
that's what I
saving
said to
children.
him. You know what? You don't have bills. You don't have the capacity to live your dream of devoting your time to helping the poor of the world.
So I kind of got to take a shot.
The thing is, it is about money, because without the money, you can't do that.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with that. A lot of people are like, money isn't everything. No, money means nothing except security, so you can do what you want. And a lot of people do want to do better for the world, but they don't have the money to step away from their life. So money and resources absolutely pertinent if you want to do great things in the world. I don't care if you agree with that or not. And the beauty is when you sit at the right tables and you find that there's a lot of people that agree that, there needs to be corrections in the world, because it does take a lot of resources to actually make change. So when you got people like that in the world's going to be a better place. All right. Enough with talking about successful people, because I know that pisses off a lot of other people.
So we're going to use this. Because I don't put it there. I think we'll use the 2 big pans. We'll start with that and see where it goes. What are the scissors? Do we have enough for these 2 big pans? I think we do. Yeah, we do. Definitely do. Yeah, that's good. So you saw what I was doing. Just make it, dampen it. And we want this side to be on the inside, right?
Yeah.
It's a strange world we live in financially. You can make a very serious amount of money and obtain a lot of satisfaction in all kinds of jobs. I just find such a arrogance of some people who feel that, what they do is more important, worth more. And someone who's got a kid's heart and literally heart in their hands, pumping it while the machine sets up. I could give you an example, but I'll probably get in trouble about it. Somebody I dated.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there with their self-righteous opinions on what everybody else should do with their lives, but they never look internally and figure out what they can do to help.
Well, as time has gone on, we all talk about flags and relationships, and I have some flags.
That's what you should do, Manoj. You should have a relationship channel.
And I was going to do one, actually, and my friend Chica, who lives next door, is extremely keen on it.
Oh, absolutely. Get set up. You could, that would be, imagine that.
Dessert meets every day. Like, when are we doing the first one?
Yeah, man. So comment down below if you want Manoj to do a cooking and relationship channel.
Yeah, well, we can cook and we can talk at the same time, right?
Well, maybe. I know Nick has a problem walking and chewing gum at the same time, but he's learning. He's coming along
Trying
quickly.
my best. We're learning as we go.
You know what? Can someone give me?
One sec.
Okay.
Here you go, Nick. Here is your participation award. Your generation loves those.
So, how many we got? Okay, we got 4, 8, 11.
There
11,
you go.
and
Love it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
We have 2 dozen here.
2 dozen? Another 2 dozen here.
Yeah, so we got 4 dozen. Look at that. All this education, we can count to 4.
4. It's more than I've ever done. Okay. You know what I mean?
Martin says love and like diabetes in the oven.
So now we're just going to let them rise.
So you brought this up to, fail. Cut.
It's a little bit warm. Is that rag that I was using? We have a fail. Actually, take them out. Like that. Yeah.
See, nobody's perfect.
But we come close.
Well, speak for yourself. I make a lot of mistakes. I just don't do it on
I
camera.
don't make, mistakes are part of being perfect. They say you learn
You
from
heard it
which means
here
I should be
first.
I should be the smartest man in the world.
You are the smartest man.
Yeah, you want to know why? Just ask me about my last dating experience. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah. Now what?
Well, we clean up because
Oh, this is where I leave. Sorry. Camera off. Bye.
we're going to clean up a
And
little bit.
realistically, this is the only mess that was made. So anybody can do this. It doesn't really, involve a lot of mess. There's barely any flour left if you clean as you're going along.
And really, why are you worried about a little mess?
Yeah.
Like, make a mess.
Oh, absolutely. The best sessions end with having to clean up and do laundry.
You have some fun with your friends, and
Whoa. That's not appropriate.
that's totally appropriate.
Nick's not even legal in some states.
Do you put those in the dishwasher? Yep. Yeah.
Just open them and then put them in.
All right, we'll be right back with how to make a topping. What are we making it out of? Cream cheese?
Cream cheese, powdered sugar, vanilla. That's it. Whip it up. Whip it good. As Devo said.
For those of you who weren't born in the 80s.
Okay, so we're just rising our buns. I don't do the
You're doing what?
rising the buns.
I thought they were rolls.
Buns, rolls, whatever. They're
All right.
interchangeable. You know that. So I put the oven on a very low temperature.
What was it? 170?
170. I don't even let it get to 170.
That's Fahrenheit, right?
Yeah, but I don't let it get to that. So now...
And that was just to heat up the oven. You're
Just-
not cooking anything.
No, just to warm it up. Just a little bit warmer environment for the raising of the buns.
The raising of the buns.
So you can see they've been in there for just a little while, and they're going to get bigger, but they're rising well. And see, we packed them really tightly. If you didn't do that, as they separate, all the sugars are going to fall to the bottom. Mm-hmm. So, and also that's the only reason we rolled it onto the butter, because
You don't want air in there to move it all
you
around.
don't want air, but also now that it's pushed into the butter, it won't easily fall off because it's
Yeah,
in the
that's
butter.
why it settles in the bottom and then burns for most people.
Yeah, but you can see a significant amount of rising has happened. These ones were put in later, so they were made later. But the first ones, you can see how much they've risen.
Yeah, especially this bottom tray where it's closer.
Yeah, but it's going to take an hour.
Yeah, so this is strictly put in there with a bit of heat so it'll help it rise, fluff up, and then it'll get baked after 55, 60 minutes.
And actually, it's got a light in the oven, which is not a LED, which is going to give off heat and make that cavity a little bit warmer as well.
Cavity.
That's all we talk about.
That's right.
Okay, now we're going to start. It's early yet, but we may as well get it done and get all of everything cleaned up and put away. So we're going to make the cream cheese icing. Very simple. We've got some cream cheese. Again, I don't measure it.
It was just under 500 grams. We need a little bit extra because we made bigger.
Vanilla. Use real vanilla.
Yes, please.
So
The other stuff smells like
vanilla in there.
perfume.
make sure your cream cheese is as close to room temperature as you can get, because otherwise you're going to have a real pain mixing it up. And even this one has been sitting outside for a long time, but I can tell you already it's not going to mix easily.
What you can do for something like this, if it's not up to temperature, put it in a Ziploc bag, close it up nicely, put it into a water bath, and then it'll only take 8 to 10 minutes to get it warmed up all the way through.
Actually, this is not bad. As you can see, I haven't been mixing it very long, and you can see it started. And I put the vanilla in right away because it just helps. It's a little bit of moisture, helps it.
Yeah.
incorporate. I could have washed my big bowl, used the mix master to do that, but it's such a small quantity, I just prefer to do it in a small bowl.
When it's small, use your hands.
So once it's softened, you need to start incorporating your sugar. You gotta use powdered sugar.
He's not wrong there. If you use granulated sugar, it takes a long time to mix and doesn't really dissolve, so you'll get pockets of sugar inside your icing or topping.
It'll be grainy.
Yeah.
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 Which some people actually like, but
Yeah. But I mean, if you're all sophisticated and refined like us, you know, we like the powder. Cut.
that's not rude. Is that rude?
I don't know. Depends what country you're in, if it's legal or not.
So it's gonna create a cloud, right? Just nothing you can do about it. It's gonna.
Back for cover.
I mean, I mix it with my hand as much as I can. As you mix it more, it gets creamier. It won't do that as much, but it's not too bad. I don't know why, but the icing sugar actually makes it softer. And then as you put more in, it just blends easier. So you can see it. So I'm going to put a little more in and I'm going to taste it. I'm guessing that's going to be enough, but I won't know until, I taste it. Ah!
Wow, that was the most manly sound I've heard in a while.
I make that sound all the time.
I'll take your word for it. Nick, is it true?
I don't know. I don't think I want to know.
Your spoon. So it's nice and creamy.
That can be enough for 50.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised.
Nothing surprises me.
You try it?
No, you have the taste buds for it.
Plenty. You don't want it like really sweet. Okay, and you will remember the ungly discussion from last time because we wasted.
I'm gonna ungly the hell out of this.
Yeah. He's started as ungling because we don't waste anything. I go meticulously blade by blade and I clean. And this is something, you know what, I'm going to tell you that I used to bake an awful lot with my mother when I was very young. And, you know, we were really poor. We did not waste anything. We came to Canada with zero. We had nothing. And wasting anything was just not an option. So, Mom used to do this. I don't know why. It's so trivial. But I don't feel right if I don't.
No, you shouldn't feel right about wasting food. You know, I'm not even talking about, oh, there's some people without it. But if you waste food, it's showing your lack of respect for the planet. I don't care what anybody says.
And also, you know, it's like when I make cupcakes and I do this, I get an extra cupcake.
Is that how that? Oh, okay.
You save enough for an extra cupcake just by spending your extra second and cleaning up your utensils and using whatever you can. I'm not as meticulous as I used to be, but you know.
Yeah, we don't want you tongue in the whisks on camera.
The best days of cooking was when my son was very young. And he used to sit on the counter with me. I used to use the palm of his hand as my measuring device. He was so happy. I remember it like it was yesterday. He would, with a lot of glee, he would say, "Papa, my hand is just the right size." He was 2 years old, right? And yeah, days with my kid are some of the best memories I will ever have in life.
I don't have kids, so it is what it is.
It is what it is, but
Look how beautiful this is. Look at this. It's like he's done this before.
you'll see that it is actually plenty.
Check-in time. How long have they been in here? About 25 minutes?
Yeah. You can see
So
how
they've
nicely-
almost filled the pan now.
Well, a little bit more. A little
Yeah.
more. See the
So we won't even go a full hour. What do you think? Another 15 minutes?
The top ones need more time. The bottom ones were made first, right? So that's
Yeah.
why they're like that.
All right. All right, so we're at about the 35-minute mark, and they're all touching. They're in there pretty good.
These ones I'm taking out.
Okay, and then we'll let the other ones rise a bit more.
Just gonna have a look at them.
Just for timing, because
Yeah.
the first ones that went, that got put in the pans were, they had an extra 15 minutes, while the second
See,
set,
these ones aren't quite as fluffy,
yeah,
so we're gonna give those a little bit of time. But look how nicely they filled the pan.
yeah, that was perfectly spaced. All right, so they're officially ready to go in. Manoj, what temperature are we at?
350,
350 for how long?
20 to 25 minutes.
20 to 25
Look
minutes.
at them once they're a little golden brown. We'll take them out.
Like you.
Like me. Well, they gotta be like that. Not quite that brown. On the edges. This is, Tanby.
Tanby, all right, and the moment of truth. Just kidding, we've already pulled one out.
Lightly brown.
So,
Looks good.
just before Manoj.
Before me.
Just before him, yeah, looking good. Yeah, he just got back from Mexico. He's even more golden than usual. Looking good.
These ones are gonna let brown a little more.
Yeah, they're still a little soft.
Top rack was better.
Ooh, what are we doing now?
Well, we're gonna ice them while they're hot, so the icing will melt into all the little cracks and crevices.
Ooh, lube. All right. Quiet in the back.
Some people don't like icing, so I might not ice one batch. We'll see.
Okay, not the ones that I'm taking. Please
Well, you
don't. Yeah.
One batch. There's like so many we've got, man.
If you don't like icing because you're health conscious, don't eat cinnamon buns. Just don't ruin it for everybody else.
You know, the person that I know that doesn't want the icing, it's lactose intolerance.
Well, we have no tolerance for intolerance. Wait. Yeah, something like that.
That works.
That works? All right.
That works.
Gotta trust Manoj for the English lessons. I ain't not grammatically correctness or political correctnness.
What do you think? They look good, I think.
They look amazing. Ah, I'm in the shadows. Ooh.
White fella, that's where you belong.
White fellows in the shadows. Not all of us can smile and be seen.
Heard but not seen.
Heard but not seen.
That's been the theory of this video so far.
I thought it was seen but not heard.
Well, that's
No,
different.
that's the opposite.
No, we don't want to see pasty whiteness.
It's true. I just got back from Vegas. It was 36, 37 degrees, which is like 96 Fahrenheit for people that still do that. And I'm still pasty white. That's why I'm not on camera. I don't want to, shock the lens.
And we missed a spot or two. Okay, we're good.
We're good, he says. I agree. All
There's
right.
the side.
Perfect.
Give those another minute.
Give those ones another minute. Back to the oven. Let's see how those other two pans are doing.
This is batch number 2. We'll get these out, and batch number 3 will go in.
Well, technically it was batch number 1 split in half.
That's true.
Arguing semantics. You know how it is.
Just wanted to brown these a little more. Never be enough. You can't never be brown enough.
Well, to each their own.
And then those go in. Nicely more as they
Right.
cook.
Perfect.
120. We'll check them at 140.
We icing these ones or leaving these ones
Now, you know what?
boring?
We're gonna ice them all.
All right.
The heck with the people.
Yeah. People don't like it. They don't have to eat it.
You can just take the icing off. Most people that are lactose intolerant can take a tablet.
That's right. We got medication for that.
Or you can just take most of the icing off of it. Like once it's cooler, it's not as... Well, no, the cream cheese will always be soft, actually.
They can just eat it from the bottom. They probably need a little bit of excitement in their life. Well, you weren't lying. There will be enough icing.
Oh, yeah. That'll be enough. And I'm being pretty generous with it.
I thought you said your people weren't. Wait, am I allowed to say that?
No, we're not generous.
Okay.
You can say anything as long as it's factual.
No, you cannot. Sorry. I have the wrong looking face to say factual things.
Apparently, I can't say factual things. Just, I'll tell you a story about that offline. If somebody wants to contact me and find out, I'll tell you.
Absolutely. Contact Manoj for all the best stories.
I've got some good stories.
Involving
You know who I'm talking about.
cougars and crazy things.
Crazy things.
That's the name of the episode. Cougars and crazy
Hypocrisy,
things.
entitlement,
This episode is brought to you by Karen.
It's Karen, all right.
Stop playing with your food, Manoj.
Include somebody into your entire life, and they can just turn on you in a flash.
It happens.
Yep.
It happens to the best of you.
Okay, good.
We're good? All right, we'll let the other ones bake up, and we'll be back at you in a little while. Damn. Got all the calories here. Ooh.
Yeah, not just cream cheese, butter, icing sugar, brown sugar, but also we used cream,
Heavy cream.
heavy cream to make the dough.
Let's get this out of the way. Ooh, yeah.
So you're not really going to get much richer than this, my friends.
Well, we're supposed to be hating the rich, remember? All right, let's see how these ones turned out.
Final batch.
Final batch. Oh, those ones look special. Look at that. These look professional.
We don't amateurs, man.
Did you let the slave do these ones, or was this all you?
It's a group effort. We all did it.
Group effort. Ooh,
Nobody did this alone.
I'm a lone wolf.
Videoing is an important job.
This cell phone is heavy. Like, I've already gone to the gym, so this is hurting my shoulder.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. All these muscles are for show.
I think it's water injection.
Water injection. I love it.
I've heard of people doing that. I saw some video.
Injecting water?
Yeah, they I don't know what they inject, but they inject stuff into their arms and it makes them huge.
Oh, that's synthetic stuff.
No, that's silicone in the breasts.
But no,
We're
there
not talking about
are these
transitioning
I'm
things.
serious. There's these skinny little guys that have nothing, but their biceps are outrageous.
Yeah, what they do is they put like random oils in, and that's when you see all that bruising and stuff because it stretches the fascia out. Sorry to ruin all your appetites by hearing that, but yeah, some people do dumb stuff. When I want to get bigger, I just eat cinnamon buns. Seems to work. Sure, Manoj will come back and change this up. This looks more like a...
It's a good recipe for fat.
Yes.
You want to gain some weight? You eat cinnamon buns. You want to make
There's
a lot of
no
money?
angle.
You want to make a lot of money? You don't work. You teach English, and you're the most active person on the face of the earth. Then you claim chronic fatigue.
I need it. And that's like some of that mental health stuff, right?
Is that? I don't know. This whole chronic fatigue thing has taken over the world.
I didn't even know that was a thing until you told me.
I was watching this very funny video about it. This guy's like, "You're fatigued? You know what? Get up and do something."
Yeah, I know we're probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but I've found the easiest way to get over anything that is hurting my mind, just go work out. Go accomplish something. Be better than you were this morning, and you go to bed like you're tired, you're exhausted, you're burnt out, so you get a really good sleep. Then you wake up in the morning, and you're not like, oh, I hate the day. I hate the day. There's something wrong with today. I'm fatigued. I better go on holidays and drink while I'm fatigued.
Let's go to gay nightclubs in Mexico and run around till 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's amazing. On their social media, they're never fatigued.
Go dancing. No. Yeah.
But when they want, people's attention, they come up with these terms that are incredible.
We're gonna get beat up over this for sure, but
Oh, absolutely. We
just-
don't cater.
I know a few people. I just find it absurd about what they can do in their lives, but they.
Well, it is a real North American thing. If people had actually gone to third world countries and seen how other people lived, they definitely wouldn't say that they have it tough. Imagine having a job you don't even have to put full time in, making 6 figures like we can do here really easily, and then saying that your life hurts. Fuck that.
Let's hate Musk. Let's hate Bezos.